In the heart of Charlotte, North Carolina, 9-year-old Lily Harper was a whirlwind of life. Her days were filled with dance moves, her little dog Charlie, and races against her older brother, Jordan. Her laughter echoed through their humble two-bedroom home, and her energy kept her single mother Maria on her toes. But all of that came to a devastating stop the day a drunk driver ran a red light. The impact shattered more than just metal, it shattered Lily's ability to walk, her spirit, and the future Maria had imagined for her little girl. Doctors at the city's largest hospital did all they could. 3 major surgeries, long nights in intensive care, and weeks in physical therapy left Lily emotionally exhausted. Finally, a soft-spoken surgeon looked into Maria's eyes and said the words no parent wants to hear. She may never walk again. Maria collapsed into the hospital chair. Meanwhile, Lily kept asking, when can I go back to dance class? Nobody had the courage to answer. The silence became part of their daily life. Insurance money began to dwindle. Specialists offered nothing new. The physical therapy center was helpful, but offered little hope. Lily's legs didn't respond. Her braces became permanent fixtures, and her wheelchair became her prison. Maria couldn't bear to see her daughter like this. Each night, she cried silently beside Lily's bed. Lily, too young to grasp the finality, just smiled and told her mother, maybe I'll dance in my dreams tonight. Maria held those words close, even as her heart shattered more each day. 6 months later, Maria drove their old Toyota to a rundown auto repair shop on the edge of town. They needed the car for Lily's hospital trips. The shop owner, Nate Walker, greeted them with a smile. A tall man with a strong build, oil-stained hands, and eyes that had seen too much pain. As Lily waited quietly in her wheelchair, Nate bent down and said, "Hey there, superstar. What happened to your legs?" Lily shrugged. "They're broken forever." Something about her words pierced Nate deeper than he expected. That night, Nate couldn't sleep. He sat alone at his kitchen table, flipping through dusty blueprints and old notebooks. Years ago, he had been a robotics engineer at a startup that made assistive devices. A scandal and his wife's passing pushed him away from that world. But Lily's words haunted him. Could he use those skills again? Could he build something that the doctors hadn't even tried? He didn't know if it was madness or redemption, but by morning, his mind was set. He'd try then if it meant failing. 3 days later, Nate knocked on Maria's door with a bag full of makeshift parts, scrap aluminum, motorcycle springs, and carbon rods. "This isn't from a hospital," he said nervously, "but I think I can build her something. No charge. Just ... trust me." Maria stared at him for a moment, then nodded with tears in her eyes. "You think you can do something the doctors couldn't?" He looked straight into her soul and replied, "I'm not a doctor. I'm a mechanic. I fix what people give up on." Nate transformed his garage into a chaotic laboratory. After closing the shop each evening, he worked through the night surrounded by wires, sensors, and spare parts. Lily became his little shadow coloring, watching, asking questions. He showed her how sensors worked, let her feel the weight of carbon rods, and taught her how machines talk. One evening, she asked quietly, "Do you think I'll really walk again?" Without hesitation, Nate replied, "I don't think, I believe." That belief became the foundation of every screw he turned and every brace he shaped. The first test came on a stormy Thursday afternoon. Nate gently strapped the brace and exoskeleton of sorts onto Lily's fragile legs. It wasn't fancy, but it was smart. It had mini-motors and sensors that would assist her movement based on the slightest muscle signal. Nate and Maria stood beside her. "Ready?" he asked. Lily nodded nervously. Her tiny hand gripped Maria's tightly. Then, slowly, she stood up. Her legs shook, her balance wavered. But then one step, just one, and that was enough. The room filled with sobs. The impossible had just begun. News traveled fast. A local journalist picked up the story and aired a segment called The Miracle in the Garage. Within days, letters poured in. Donations came from strangers. Engineers Nate hadn't heard from in years offered help. Former patients shared their own battles with mobility. Nate didn't want recognition. He just wanted Lily to walk. With each passing week, her steps grew stronger. Her laughter returned. The girl who once asked about dancing in dreams was now walking across her kitchen. Slowly but surely, in real life, by spring, the braces had evolved. They were lighter, smarter, and custom-fitted. At school, Lily walked to her seat on her own. For the first time, the entire classroom erupted in applause. Maria watched through the window, hands clasped over her heart, tears flowing. She whispered, "Thank you, God, and thank you, Nate." Nate, ever humble, continued his work quietly. He began building for others, veterans, children, even senior citizens. His garage no longer fixed just cars. It repaired lives. He didn't need a degree or a lab, just determination, compassion, and a toolbox. One evening, Lily pulled a flyer from her school bag. It was for the annual spring talent show. "Mom," she said, "I want to dance." Maria hesitated. "You Sure," Lily smiled. "I've been practicing." And she had. quietly, every night in her room, with music playing on her little speaker. Nate worked overtime to perfect her braces for movement and flexibility. He painted them blue and added glowing butterflies on the sides. For good luck, he said. Lily called them her miracle legs. Asterisk, the night of the show, the auditorium was packed. Teachers, students, doctors even, the local mayor, had come to see Lily. The music started, a soft piano melody. The curtains opened. Lily walked center stage in a glittering blue dress. She paused, took a deep breath, then danced. Her movements weren't flawless, but they were magical. She twirled, lifted her arms, and moved like someone born to defy the odds. The audience erupted. Standing ovation. Tears flowed. Hope soared. In the back row, Nate stood quietly, wiping his eyes with a trembling hand. Asterisk, after the show, reporters gathered. But Nate slipped away through the side door. He didn't want fame. He had watched a miracle unfold, and that was enough. Back in his garage the next morning, he returned to his workbench. There was another letter waiting. Another child, another life to help. Maria later told him, "You gave my daughter her life back." Nate replied, "She fought for it. I just gave her the tools." His shop now had a small sign above the tool cabinet. Hope repaired here. Asterisk today. Lily is 11. Her braces are lighter, embedded with AI sensors. She runs small distances, dances longer, and dreams even bigger. She wants to study robotics like Mr. Nate, she tells everyone. Nate's garage continues to serve quietly, building custom mobility aids for people around the country. He never advertises. People find him when they need him most. And Lily, she now visits the shop regularly, not as a patient but as a student, a helper, and one day, perhaps, his partner. Asterisk, in a world full of limits, one mechanic reminded us all that miracles don't always wear lab coats. Sometimes they wear grease-stained overalls, work from a cluttered garage, and believe in the power of second chances. Lily didn't just walk, again she danced into a new destiny. And Nate didn't just fix a broken machine. He rebuilt a life. One bolt, one brace, one brave step at a time. Asterisk,